Welcome everyone. In this video, I will show you the updated 2025 method to create a Shopify custom app and get your admin API access token step by step. So log into your Shopify store and then click on settings and then click on apps and sale channels and then click on develop apps, and from here you can create a new app to get the Shopify access token. So I will go ahead and click on create an app, and you will write the name of the app. So in my case I will say YouTube tutorial, and from here you will select the email address. So in my case I will use my email address and then click on create app. Okay, once you create app, you will see the development history. What was happened? The app was created and the user was fayazraza@gmail.com and the date was October 13, 2025 at 6:04. So you can select the scope from here, configure your admin API scope or configure your storefront API scope. So these are two different API scopes, and I will select configure admin API scope, and from here you can see all the scope. So you can search something like products if you would like to access the products. So you can select products, you can read and write products, and similarly you can search orders and you can read and write orders, and from here you can give the scope to your this app and then click on save. And if I go to overview again, and now you can see admin API scope changed and who has done this, the user email, and the date was this. And then you need to install the app to get the access token. Installing give this app access to your data. You will get an access token that is limited to the API scope you selected. Make sure you have only selected the scope that your app needs to work. So you will be only selecting the scope which you require. So I will click on install, and now my app is installed in this store. To protect your data, you will only able to reveal your admin API access token once. Copy and save your admin API access token in a secure place. So Shopify will only reveal this token only one time. So you are going to save this token at some secure place. So reveal this token. I will copy this and I will save this access token. And if you reload this page, and now if you notice admin API access token, you can only see the last 4 digit of that token. You cannot access that, you cannot copy this token anymore. But if you forget or you don't remember the access token, what you can do, you can uninstall the app and then install the app again, and this time Shopify will give you the access token again. So this will actually override the previous access token to the new one. So let's reveal the token again and copy this token and save this for some secure place. And finally we have app setting. From here you can change the app name if you would like. You can add the description to your app, and this is the primary content. Whenever there is any deprecated API call or any deprecated endpoint, they will Shopify will notify you on this email address. And you can also give another email address over here. So next we are going to test this access token. So I will open Shopify product REST API. I will search this and I will go to the products. REST API. REST Admin API is legacy API as October 1, 2024. Starting April 1 to 2025, all the new public app must build in exclusively with GraphQL Admin API. So they are moving the things to the GraphQL Admin API, but for this demo purpose, we will use the REST API first. So there are different library you can use. If you are using Remix, you can use this package, and if you are using Node.js, you can use this npm package, and these are the different authentication method. Okay, in the authentication, all REST Admin API queries require a valid Shopify access token, which we just created. So we need a Shopify access token and we need to pass that in the header. So we can make the get request something like this, and then we will pass the Shopify access token. And there are different endpoints like admin REST API endpoints are organized by the resource type. You will need to use different endpoint depending on your app requirement. So we have different resource like product, variants, orders. These are different resources we can get, and there are different type of requests like post request, get request, put request, and delete request. So let's copy this and paste that into the Postman. Let me open the Postman. Let's bring that over here, and over here we will make a new API call. I will paste the curl request over here, and you can see we have shop and the shop.myshopify.com/admin/API and the version and the resource, which is shop.json. And in the header we have content type application JSON, and the access token is the password. So I'm going to copy and paste my access token over here. Please make sure you are not going to share this access token to anyone those does not have the rights. Otherwise they will be able to get the products and order data with this. I'm going to delete this access token after the demo. So this is very confidential. Make sure you are not sharing with any unauthorized person. So now I need my shop name. I can go back into my store, and from here I can copy the shop name and I will replace this with my shop name. Okay, now the endpoint is wixocheckout.myshopify.com/admin/API and 2025-10. This is the version of my Shopify, and we are going to get the shop information. So I will click on send, and let's see what we get. So we get the response back. As you can see, we have shop, and the shop ID is this, and the name of this, and the email address is this, my email address, and the domain is this, and all the other information related to the shop. So you can get all the information regarding the shop by sending the get request at this point. Okay, now let's go back to the REST Admin API again, and this time we are going to get the products. So I will go to the products, and I will click on collect. Okay, now Shopify has this collect, okay, to get the collections. And let me see, where is add product to the custom collection and retrieve products. Retrieves account of collection collects. Okay, so product variant smart collection. So I think they have removed the products from the product resources from the. So let me see what is the new way to get the products. Okay, I think they have removed the product resources from the REST API. So let's go back to the uh, GraphQL API. So products, Shopify products in GraphQL API. So let's try to fetch the products by using their GraphQL API. So if I go to the reference, admin reference, and then go to the products and collection and query, and then we will go to the products. Okay, this is the query to get the first products. I will copy this, and I will go to the Postman, and as you can see, first we need to make the API call to GraphQL endpoint. So first we will see how we can authenticate and how we can get the. So we need to copy this. We will copy this, and we will make a new request and paste that over here. So let's copy one by one. Copy and paste that over here. So just copy and paste over here in the existing request. So let's replace the shop name, and we will add our shop name and wixocheckout.myshopify.com/admin/API and the API version, and the endpoint is GraphQL.json. So all the GraphQL API calls we will always send a request to this endpoint GraphQL.json, and this will be always be a post request in Postman. Okay, now in the body we can add the GraphQL query. So let's go back over here and go to the products again. Products and collection and query, and then go to the products, and now copy this query. And what it does get query get product, and in the product function we have first we will pass the first 10 products and we will get the nodes, and we will only grab the ID and title. In the rest, when we make the REST API call, we get all the information whatever the shop has, but in the GraphQL we can only get the required field. In this case we are only getting the ID and the title of the product. So let's send the request again, and now you can see we have the data, and these are the product titles and the product IDs. You can add more queries and you can add more fields over here. And how you can get more fields, you can go back over here and you can go to the, you can see here, and we have different these fields, and in the nodes, in the edges, in the nodes we can see these are different fields, like we can get the description, and you can type description in the query. So you will type description. Let me copy that again and paste that over here. And if you send the request again, and this time you will get the description of the product as well. So you can add as many fields as you need, and you can get those fields from here. Okay, so now finally let's get the orders. And if I go to the orders and click on query and get the orders, and this retrieve a list of the order. So let's copy this and replace this query, and the endpoint will be same, and this time we are only getting the order, first 10 order, and in the edges cursor and the node order ID and the product information, page information, has next, has previous, start cursor, end cursor. So Shopify pagination is on cursor based. So we have the cursor, and in the edges we have cursor, and we have the ID of the order, and in the end you will see the page information, has next page true, has previous page false, start cursor and end cursor. With the help of cursor we can fetch the another next 10 orders and so on. So this is the extension and the cost of the query. This is the detail of all the query execution. Okay, so if I go to orders, and if I need more information about the orders, I can get all the information, like let me check what we can get. Let's try to get the email who has placed the order. So I'll type the email over here and send the request again, and most of them don't have any email, and some of them have this email address. So this is how you can make the queries by using Postman, and this is how you can create the Shopify access token very easy. Please let me know if you have any question, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.